Congratulations, you made the first step. I was there with you, and you were there with me. We went ahead and put our visions down on paper. We made plans. We executed those plans. We finally laid the groundwork to achieve our goals. But what's next? Hola todo el mundo, bienvenido a un otro video en mi serie de mi transformación en 12 semanas. I told you I was learning Spanish. Figured this would be another way to give a quick little intro. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. What is this week gonna look like for me? Now, if you're new watching to this video, make sure that you watch week 1 so you can have better context what this video is all about. But this week is gonna get real. Not only will I be working like normal hours full time. My daughter goes back to school on Wednesday. Other than that, I don't really have much else for today. Let's go into day 6, which is tomorrow, and check that out. Let's do it. At the house a little bit later, my daughter was crying before I left, so I had to console her with her doll. A little cold outside, headed to the park now. Let's get started. Back home, I did about 6,000 steps this morning. I'm about to go ahead and step on the scale, so let's see. Wow, I don't believe it. Already 170.8. I started off at 171.5. So far, it seems like it's working. I took out the honey chipotle chicken out the oven, and it smells pretty good. Let's see what it looks like. It's still pretty hot. It's really good. I think I made the chipotle salsa, like the chipotle sauce, like a little too spicy. I put too much chipotle peppers in the Greek yogurt. Overall, it's good. About 7 o'clock, I'm on my second burrito and doing laundry after I got done with work. And how do I feel today? I feel like today has been okay. I've been feeling like I've been getting a little bored. You know when you get bored and you want to snack on something? That's how I kind of feel, but I've been satiated, like I've been feeling full. So, I mean, I don't really feel like I need a snack. Let's do this all over again tomorrow. 5:05, I'm headed out to go to the park. Get some steps in. This morning, I had that feeling like, what am I even doing? I was just sitting there staring at the sun, like, why am I getting up this early? Let's get in this workout. Yeah, I just came home. I did about 6,000 steps. Now let me show you what the scale looks like when I hop on it. You'll never believe this. Wow, that's crazy. Another chicken chipotle burrito. The burrito, Coke Zero. I'm feeling pretty good. I went to sleep last night around like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. My body just woke up at like 4:20 in the morning. I didn't even have to set I set my alarm for 4:30, but I woke up before my alarm, no problem. So I feel like that's a good sign. I feel like I'm getting into the habit, into the swing of things. And it's pretty cold outside, so I'm about to put on a jacket and go ahead and get these steps in. I went ahead and did about like 5,000 steps. It was a little bit lower today because I've been focusing on lifting. So I did pull-ups, dips, lat pull-downs, and chest press. So I'm about to go ahead and take a shower, study Spanish, meditate, and get my daughter ready for school. Today she starts school this week, so like I said, it's getting real. Scale again. New number, let's check it out. 169. Get this beauty. Last and final burrito for the day. Treat 2. Boom. 0 sugar, Canada Dry. Say honestly today, I have been a little bit hungrier than I thought I would be. And, you know, I remain strong. I ate my first burrito, I ate my breakfast sandwich. Only thing that's a little different is I don't think I really ate. Well, not ate, but I didn't have my coffee this morning. I noticed when I had my coffee yesterday, I felt a little bit more satiated. And for those who know, coffee or caffeine is a diuretic and it also suppresses your hunger too. So I feel like if I start doing coffees in the morning, maybe with my sandwich, I'll feel more satiated throughout the day. So I think I'm gonna start that tomorrow. From that, I went ahead and got my steps in, over 10K steps. About to eat this food, chill out for a little bit, make sure the kids are down for sleep, and start all over again tomorrow. A little late this morning. I woke up at 5:10, 5:20, but I just kept putting my alarm on snooze, on snooze, on snooze. I just felt like staying in bed. I'm so tired. Anyways, let's go get these steps in. Like, this morning is one of those days where, I don't know, like, I went to bed around like 10, but I just don't feel like I got the energy for real. So I feel like I gotta push myself to, like, I'm already outside, walking to the park, it's cold outside. So I'm about to go ahead and just force myself just to finish this work. 6,000 steps. Another burrito for the day. One of the things that I've been using to give it a little bit of extra flavor, I'll just go ahead and just pour some of this tender seasoning on top. I got this from like Sam's Club. You could be able to get this from Sam's Club too. And obviously 0 calories for a seasoning, but it's pretty good. I feel like I didn't get enough push today. I only did my steps. I'm over 10K. Tonight I'm gonna do something a little different, and that's gonna be some push-ups. I'm gonna do 100, maybe 150 push-ups tonight, and I'm gonna break it up into like sets of 25. So let's go ahead and get started. Have it slow and controlled. Whew, I ain't done push-ups in a minute. Okay, just finished 100 push-ups. I ain't done push-ups in a minute, and it was so bad, I had to even come out my shirt. Like, I'm sweaty, I need to take another shower. But I feel like this is a good exercise. Anybody could do at the crib. You could be able to do this at the crib. And I feel like it works my triceps. Like, I feel like it works my triceps. My chest feels full. I feel like this is definitely a good workout to do or something to get in, especially if you don't have time to go to the gym or pick up any weights. You can just do this at the crib. I'm about to go ahead and cut up some pineapple, use that as a snack for the night, take another shower, and then go to bed at a good time so I can wake up and finish strong. Tomorrow's Friday. I really need to finish strong. FYI, fruit is a lot cheaper if you just buy a whole and just cut it up rather than getting it prepackaged. About to snack on some of this and start the day over tomorrow. See you then. 5 a.m. Let's go ahead and get in these steps. Super tired, but ready to get it done. Currently getting my daughter ready for school. I bought this iced coffee from the store. It's like, I guess, a European brand. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, try it out, using some almond milk. And that should suppress my appetite a little bit for the day. This is like a mocha flavor. And it's so simple. You just gotta put milk, and after that you just put some ice and you're good to go. I got this frother from like IKEA. This is what it looks like. I just really can't stand black coffee, like coffee by itself. I need a little bit more flavor. Time to finish strong today. Not bad. So my wife went to McDonald's. I got this like quarter pounder burger. It's about like 500 calories right here. Then instead of fries, I got this 6-piece nugget right here. And this is about like 200 something calories all together. It's less than 800. I didn't really have breakfast this morning. I had my coffee and that was pretty much it. So all about the calories. Well, mostly about the calories. We went as a family today to Sam's Club and ate a little bit of fries that my daughter left over. Got the burrito for the night. Got some of that tender seasoning. Okay, it's like almost 9 o'clock. I'm at 12,600 steps. And I wanted to say today's the 10th and I'm starting to see a lot of feedback on YouTube as far as like the comments and the subscribers. And I want to let y'all know I really appreciate it. So I'll take this time right now, you know, if you find this content engaging, or, you know, if you want to follow along the journey or whatever it is, make sure that you follow. One of my biggest goals this year is increasing my subscribers, increase my influence. So if you find any value in this content, go ahead and take the time now to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate all the support thus far. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this burrito, wrap up for the night, and start all over tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so it's a bit more of a chill day. I'm gonna still go get my steps in, but I do got plans with the family tomorrow, so it's a little light. I just want to say I'm truly grateful for my wife, because this whole week, while I've been doing like waking up early, going to sleep early, she's been taking up more with our 10-month-old, well, 11-month-old at night. So with that being said, I said I'll take weekends where I sleep with him. And man, last night I barely got any sleep. He's just rolling, sleeping crazy, biting my ear, everything. And then my daughter, she knows how to open up doors now. She's 2 years old. So she comes into the room around like maybe 4 o'clock, wake him up again. Now she's trying to go to sleep on him. Like she's rolling over on him, and they get on each other's nerves. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. And today's a Saturday, so I didn't plan on getting up that early to do my walks, my walk at the park. So with that all being said, I barely got any sleep last night. I think around maybe 10, I may get some steps in or do some push-ups, because today we are going to kick it with some family. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. I'm about to get on the scale. I got some news, and it's not what I expected. So let's go ahead and check it out. So it shows I'm 169.7. Not what I expected, because it shows that I'm going backwards. Only if I look at the scale. Let's talk about it. I'm not even really tripping about that, because one thing that I learned about cutting weight, gaining weight, cutting weight, gaining weight, and going through that cycle is that the scale should not be the only indicator for fat loss or weight loss. You could be able to take progress pictures, progress photos, and that could give you more indications whether you're hitting your goals or not. But there's so many variables when it comes to your weight. It could be water weight, it could be the food that you ate. Well, mainly those two things that I know of. And it doesn't always reflect whether you're making progress or not. I could be 169.7 right now, but later on today, if I don't eat anything, I may be like 168.5. So if you're on this journey as well, do not get deterred by looking at the scale and that only number. Remember to use other things to be able to track your progress. Start today is I'm going to shave all this hair. Tomorrow is my recap and my results day. So I want to look and present my best tomorrow whenever I'm doing an evaluation as far as progress photos and videos. For those who don't know, if you shed off your body hair, it just exposes more muscle or definition up underneath the hair. And as you can see, I'm very hairy. And honestly, this is something I'm self-conscious about. I'm only 20, I'm about to turn 28 in April. I have so many gray hair. I'm so hairy. This is like one of my, I guess, if you would say insecurities. This is one of my biggest insecurities. But so I'm going to go ahead and start that, and then I'll show you the difference between what it looks like before and after. So this is a pair of clippers that I have from Conair Man. When I used to do men's style on social media, Conair went ahead and sent this out to me. So this is really good, very versatile. You could be able to use it for your beard, facial hair. I use it primarily for my body because I have a whole set that I use for my beard and everything. So I use this for my body. It's a really solid product. I've tried other brands before. Being like I said, I'm very hairy. I had experience with this before. So very solid brand. If you want to check it out for yourself, link is in the description. See if you like it. You just hit the button. But now I'm going to immediately clean up that mess, take a shower, drink my coffee, and get this day started. I honestly love this feeling whenever I get done shaving my hair, because I feel like it takes off so many years off my life, and it helps with my hygiene. Like, I notice whenever I have too much hair on my body, I can easily smell. So if I'm outside, even for a little bit, with all this hair on my body, I could just smell bad easily. Cutting off all this hair really helps, and when I get in the shower, I use a razor to have that extra layer of filling off all that extra hair. So I really like this. If you haven't tried shaving your body, I highly recommend it. At least give it a try, see if you like it or not. I start them young. Oikos 000, 18 grams of protein, banana flavor, all for my son. What sucks is almost 11 o'clock and I don't even have 2,000 steps yet. So a great way to get in steps, what I'm about to do right now, is go ahead and do all the chores. So I'm gonna go do the laundry, dishes, clean, sweep, mop, everything so I can get more steps in. And let's see how many steps I got after that. I'm about to put a jacket on, it's pretty cold outside, but let's see how many steps I got so far. So far I got 5,200 steps. I only really cleaned the kitchen, prepped some chicken, and did a little bit of laundry. So I didn't really move around too much, but let's see what it looks like at the end of the day. Finishing out my night, 7,200 steps. My last meal, got some ground beef, mozzarella, potatoes, and 0 sugar raised barbecue sauce. Is only 15 calories, 2 tablespoons. We got out the shower. I'm about to go ahead and get ready for bed. Tomorrow is the big day where I check in for week 2. So let's check it out. Let's roll to the next clip. Now, before we get into this week's evaluation, I knew I didn't want to just give you a BS answer of me just sitting in front of the camera and just telling you something that just comes straight from the top of my head. I wanted to be concise, thorough, and letting you all know how I felt this week and what I've learned this week. So I prepared my coffee. I went ahead and grabbed my notebook. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I prepared. Now let's go ahead and get into what we've been waiting for. First thing, how much do I weigh? I woke up this morning at 169.4, which is a little bit under what I started at in week 1, which was 171.5. So I'll say on average, I've lost 2 pounds within 12 days, but again, this is week 2. Pretty good progress so far. Now, what does my body look like? Here's a clip from week 1, while here's a clip of week 2. Can't say I really see too much of a difference. I would just say that I look cleaner and I guess a little lighter. Now let's dive deep into the mental and physical evaluation of this week. I broke this up into 3 sections. The first one is, how do I feel about this week? The second one is, how do I feel now? And 3, what to expect for next week, which is week 3. Let's get started. How did I feel this week? While I was actually in it, I did kind of feel like in the times that I woke up in the morning, I did feel a little lethargic. I was a little bit slower to wake up, but when I got up, I was actually energized to be able to go and start my walk. I was groggy in the morning, but it wasn't that bad to where I kept putting it on snooze and I missed a session. Second thing is, I noticed whenever I was doing my walks, I got a little bit bored. So one of the things that I did, I put in my AirPods in and I just listened to music as I'm constantly walking around this park. And over time, maybe about 20 minutes into it, I get kind of bored. It's like I'm listening to the same songs. I'm just walking in the same place this whole time. But one of the things that I started doing is, obviously I told y'all I'm learning Spanish. But for those who already know what it's like learning a new language, what I would do is start playing scenarios in my head about conversations in Spanish, essentially talking to myself in Spanish. So being that it took a lot of thinking and trying to think about how to form and conjugations, time really went by fast. And notice like 30 minutes went by after just having a full-blown conversation with myself. Not saying you got to do anything like that, but just do something that makes you feel like time is going by so fast, you're not even thinking about it for real. I'll say after I actually got done working out, I felt so relieved and proud that I took care of myself first. I'm a husband, I'm a father of 2. A lot of times, I don't think that really a lot of men talk about it too much, but we get so engulfed and wrapped up in taking care of other people and your family, essentially, to where you kind of neglect yourself. Your wife needs certain things, your kids need certain things, whether it be time, attention, energy, or maybe, things, to where you kind of put yourself on the back burner a little bit. At least that's how I've been. I can't speak for every one of y'all. But it felt great knowing that after I did something for myself, I felt good that I actually cared for myself. It's a really good feeling. Now, during the day, I did have moments where I felt a little bit hungry. Like let's say I had my breakfast and I had my lunch, but it seems like a peak window between lunch and dinner where I do get a little hungry. And at times like that, what I would do is just drink like liquids, a lot of pop or water. And honestly, not saying I get down on my knees and I pray every single time I have those urges, but I do find it within myself to kind of fight those feelings. And when you think about it spiritually, it is a fast. So I will rely on God in those times where I felt like I was fasting. I feel like those helped in those times. Okay, number 2, how do I feel now? Honestly, I don't feel bad. I feel like I could keep going. And I'm actually looking forward to what week 3 and the rest of the series has in store for me. But I would be lying if I just said that I was 100% good. I do kind of feel a little sad in some ways. Let me explain. I kind of feel like this feeling of mourning. And I heard somebody talk about that before, and I feel like it's so true. Being that I'm so accustomed to doing things a certain way, or I may have been, have certain habits that I've been so accustomed to, me trying to be disciplined and being disciplined and, trying to develop new habits, I feel like that part of me, like my old habits that I have or had, or that I'm trying to get rid of, is like I'm killing them. Like they're dying off as I'm taking on these new habits. And just like anything or anybody who, you love and you've been used to and that you're accustomed to in your lifetime, if they die, you mourn, you feel bad. And I kind of feel like that with my old habits, or the habits I'm trying to get rid of. It's like, I feel sad in those ways, but it feels good that I'm taking on new habits and becoming more consistent. It's weird, it's kind of bittersweet. And I'll say physically, my body feels like it's getting used to working out and exercising again. For so long, maybe almost a year, I've been not like really exercising. I'll have like little moments where I may work out 2 days out the week and may not go back to the gym for the next month or 2. And maybe have 1 day out the week that I worked out, and then same cycle again. But I feel like now, especially from week 1, me doing pull-ups and dips and everything, my body was so sore. And it lasted, maybe one session lasted for like 4 days where I just felt pain. But now my body feels pretty good. I could do a workout next day, I feel pretty good, maybe a little tender. But especially the day afterwards, I feel like I didn't even work out at all. Now, what can we expect for week 3? I'll be super honest with you guys. To make this cut and dry, it's going to be mundane. Now, with this series, obviously, the goal is for me to remain consistent, and I'm trying to be as entertaining as I can with the clips that I'm putting together and maybe the things that I say, I don't know, but it's going to be mundane. With anything that you're trying to do and be exceptional at, it requires a lot of practice and repetition. And I'm not doing a whole bunch of different things. I'm just sticking to a certain system to achieve said result. So every day is pretty much going to look the same. I will say that next week is going to be my full week of a normal schedule. This week, my daughter started school again, and it was on Wednesday, but now we're back to normal, so it's going to be Monday through Friday, whereas working out, school, work for me. I think I'm going to meal prep by the end of this week in preparation for week 4, but it's pretty mundane. So if you're okay with that, go ahead and keep watching. Last but not least, I would like to give some acknowledgements and thanks. This week, I've been seeing a spike in subscribers and positive comments. I just really want to let y'all know I appreciate it. It means a lot. If you're learning or feel like you're gaining some type of value from watching this content, feel free to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you do all 3 of these things, it's going to boost my content into the algorithm, and I could be able to get more visibility on YouTube. That way other people could watch it. We could all gain some value, build a community, and hit this goal together. Let's go ahead and get to week 3. Appreciate the love. See y'all then.